Hey.
Welcome back
up, everybody,
to the Producer Lounge. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to the show, welcome. This is our broadcast about music production. That's what we're going to talk about the whole time.
The whole time.
The whole time. We're not going to... Yeah, it's the whole time. Returning, folks, thanks for tuning in. We really appreciate it.
Thanks.
We really appreciate you. If you haven't yet, hit that sub and follow button. It really, 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 really helps
Gets
us out.
Caleb hard. Oh, I mean,
Whoa.
my bad.
Smash it.
I mean,
Yeah,
bricked
smash
up.
that shit, bro.
Bricked up in the studio, dude. It's our
Smash
motto.
it.
It's our
Amen.
motto.
That's right.
Folks, we have a very special panel this week.
I know.
Very
Oh yeah, we got the
thick.
panel going.
We got a thick panel this
The
week.
panel's looking
The
thick.
council was large tonight.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
The round table has been expanded.
Oh, shit.
Dude, it's huge.
huge.
Folks, we have special guest Fauhx and Chef Wamp.
What's up?
Let's go.
Hell yeah. Returning guest Chef Wamp. Thanks for
Yeah.
coming back,
Right.
bruv.
Of course.
And you brought your mate here,
Yeah.
Mr. Fauhx.
That's
Oh,
right.
boy.
Welcome.
Welcome, boys.
Number one mate.
We made it.
We made it.
Hey.
We're
First mate.
starting live on time with no technical difficulties. It's
Nope.
Yeah.
just how we
this is
roll,
great.
you know?
Except
Definitely.
for all the technical difficulties possible.
Yeah.
True, we had some things.
Our
Yeah, there was a
fridge caught
rumor
on
it was
fire.
my fault.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
I
was your
heard so. I
fault.
smelled it at least. Yeah, I don't know.
Wow. I hope it wasn't your fault, bro. We might not be able to be friends anymore if that's the case.
Damn.
I don't think you did shit though.
That
think
BBL's
so.
doing damage, you know?
Yeah,
Well,
big beer
low-key,
league.
I don't think you did anything. I think it's just
Definitely wasn't you.
Windows being annoying with audio, probably.
Yeah, it's a couple things. Fucking shout out Audacity. Go suck a dick.
Suck a
We're
dick
dropping you
Audacity.
as a
Yeah.
sponsor. Just letting you know.
Yeah, 100% dropping you as a sponsor. Your
It's coming
update
from a
is
production-centric podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the
Fuck off, Audacity. What the fuck?
I know
Used
you're
to be
giving
my
us
favorite
$70K
dog.
a year, but not worth it. Not worth it. They're dropped.
Don't ever auto update, you cunts. The fuck is wrong with you? But no, on a different note, we're happy to have you guys.
Yeah.
Happy to have you guys here. We're going to talk production. Let's start out the gate running.
Ooh.
Um,
Sub drops? Knew it.
sure, sub drops.
Oh, no, I have nothing to add to that.
How do you make your sub drops?
You got to bring an idea. Yeah. Actually, no. Let's go there.
Okay.
Fellas,
Do you guys make custom
how do you think
sub
about
drops?
sub drops? Yeah.
Yeah, what's your thoughts?
Oh, I'm a big fan of sub drops.
That boy.
My
Yo.
boy Ethan actually was getting me more into them and just spicing the track up a little bit more on the come in and come
Yeah.
out.
Something
Attaboy.
like that.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
a sub drop approach?
Whoa. Good.
Just make it go down.
Yeah.
Shit.
Can't argue with that, right?
Shit.
That is
Yeah.
in fact a sub drop.
Pitch down.
Yeah. So I have like a recording for my Moog that I use for most of my subs.
Oh, yeah?
And then I have it like looped on a like a single sample, like
Mhm.
super tiny,
Yep.
so it goes infinitely. And then I just use pitch envelopes to get the length, and then like I have like a knob where you like turn into 808, so like it doesn't have the sustain anymore. So then you just like pick the length, how long you want it to be, and then like you can pitch envelope and how far you want it to go down.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, all joking aside, I do like to use operator a lot for just like that kind of stuff. Just playing with the pitch envelopes and also like the MIDI transpose.
Sure.
Right.
Sure.
I like to keep it
Mhm.
kind of simple. I don't like to get crazy with it.
You
Yeah.
said just for that stuff, are you mainly an operator guy? Or just for like the simple little boys you like to just fucking shoot it out?
Yes, that's exactly how I would.
Wow.
For
You
the
know,
si-
I had
for the simple little boys.
Oh, okay, wait.
Yeah, no. I was a huge operator fan,
Dude,
and still
respect.
am.
Oh, yeah.
Like I like it a lot for just like super quick like mid sounds. But I've been using Faceplant a lot more.
Let's
Fuck
go.
Shout out Kilohertz.
Just trying to go
yeah.
mad on it.
Yep.
See what happens.
I'm a little bit newer in the phase plant world. I say newer, but I've been like playing with it for a year, but like not like
Oh, that's
super
still new.
consistent. You know? Yeah, still new. And it's fucking blast. I was a little serum baby since day one, but it's fun to just mix things
That's my
up
main
and-
synth
Yeah.
for sure.
Sorum.
No.
Sorum.
No,
Phase.
faceplant.
Oh yeah, faceplant. Yeah.
It's fucking everything. Unless I just am like annoyed that I can't figure out how to make a sound, and then I'll go grab a different synth
Mm.
Yeah.
and scroll the presets.
Mhm.
What's up, Albie?
Yeah, shout out
Albie
Albie.
in the chat. Let's
Oh,
go.
shit.
Oh yeah, I
shit.
forgot. You know Albie. Yeah.
That's
Do you know Albie?
They
Albie
dropped
is a simple
in,
little boy.
one of our tune shares over our Discord.
Mm.
Um,
Hell yeah.
yeah, there's funny motherfucker.
hmm Yeah.
Yeah, hell
Yeah.
yeah.
He was a riot on the pod. Gave us one of the best thumbnails that we have to date.
Oh, true.
Do you guys know
Zero
Albie's
topless.
favorite synth?
Ooh, I got
Mm.
massive.
No,
For some reason, he's a
Yeah.
massive guy.
it's
Citrus.
Splice.
Oh,
Splice,
God.
right?
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I remember.
yeah. Splice boy. I mean, I'm a little
Hey,
Splice
yo.
fanboy as well.
Mm-hmm.
Suck it, Albie.
I'm not a nerd. You're a nerd.
That's a compliment in my book. Being called a nerd. So
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah. It's a status.
What about
you
geek?
earn that.
Geek. It's a little bit more off the cuff. Like
Hmm.
it's kind of the way you say it.
Oh, interesting.
Mm.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah, the inflection.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
geek
Yeah, like
or
the
geek.
Or
You know?
Wow.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Dude.
talking about.
and the pot.
Shit.
He's geeking.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Well, besides sub drops, also quick note on the
sub drops.
sub drops. Sure. What Mr. With what Chef was talking about here,
Mhm.
taking a single cycle of a sound and using that as like a new synth. That is underrated as far as
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
concerned. That
Oh,
shit,
yeah.
like when you find a good sample inside of an 808 or inside of a synth or whatever, and you could put that on loop and just make a whole new fucking thing. That
Yeah.
that shit's great.
Yeah, basically, if you don't know what we're talking about, you take a sampler, pull up your sample that you put in there, and then zoom the fuck in and just grab one length.
One
Yeah.
single
Yeah.
cycle.
Yeah, so it goes above the line and below the line once.
Yep,
And
comes
then
back to null.
You just try and find the spot where it doesn't click when it moves over,
Mhm.
or you leave the click. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe you want
Whatever.
some DC offset. Fucking
Yeah.
live life on the edge.
Yeah.
A little
I think
What-
we should.
PMW
PMW pulse width,
kind
pulse wave modulation. I mean, to some degree, sure.
It's a little
Yeah.
bit like that. It doesn't leave the line at the end, but
Right. No, but that shit is goated, making a little
that shit is sick as fuck.
a new synth out
It
of
is
just
right.
a single cycle.
Yeah, or granulator too. It's nice to
Yep.
do that with.
Mm.
Yep.
Mm.
It's like a little part of a medley.
Dude, anything grain effects related, I'm fucking obsessed with. Have you ever played with Ubik G?
No.
Dude, it's
Ubik
been my
G's also goated.
sauce lately. Yeah. I've been wanting it for years, ever since I saw this one AU5 video where he was dicking around with it.
Mhm.
And I totally bought it recently. Didn't get a crack for it, and it's awesome.
Nice.
It's so sick. It's just like another version of, granulation and
Yeah, it's
fun pitchiness, but it just, for some reason, like tonally, characteristically, it's just different. I don't know how to explain it, but
Right,
it's so
it's
good.
it's not sample based or not. I guess that's a sample based. Like Granulator 2 is like a rolling sampler where you put a sample in and then you can use the
Mhm.
grain effects.
Mhm.
Ubik G is like a standalone. You just put it on any channel and it granulates whatever the fuck you put through it.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
like a pitching granulator.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
it's
So is it like
interesting.
more of an effect than a MIDI tool, or
It's not a MIDI tool.
Yeah,
okay.
it's much more of an effect.
okay,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
That'd be
Yeah.
that'd be cool to have for sure.
Yeah, it does like it has semitones, 12 up and down, and then it has like grain size, and then it has like an amount. So like the 12 up and down, you could set to like 1 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be like 48 up if you wanted to.
I think there's a feedback knob.
I like
Right?
feedback. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some kind.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something
Feedback
else on
everything.
there.
It's the best.
It's also
It's really fun to put a bunch of random modulators on just like all the knobs.
right, and
Yeah.
just
And then
let it
stick
go
it on
crazy.
sounds.
Yeah.
Sound it like doing fucking. It's a good time.
I used to do a lot of like with the random stuff, but I got into like linking it to knobs on like a push or something, and then
Yeah.
doing it more by hand. And
Oh,
it
yeah,
it
yeah,
feels
yeah.
more natural that way.
Oh, I
Hell
love
yeah.
that shit.
Yeah, the one
Yeah.
thing that's nice about hooking a bunch of things to random is one, you can put more than 2,
Right.
but also you can like then go smoke a bowl
Yeah.
while you
Yeah.
just like hit
Yeah.
record
Hit
and you're
record,
like,
go
all right,
outside,
I'll see
chill
what
for a sec.
happens.
Yeah.
But it
I'll
is
let fate take this for me.
Exactly.
Right,
Yeah.
for
yeah.
sure.
But it definitely can be less constructive. Like when you're trying to do a very specific thing, it is better just to map it to something that you can control.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're not sure what to do and you're like, this is going to make some cool sounds, I don't really give a fuck right now.
Mhm.
It's pretty fun just to map a bunch of shit to LFOs and stuff.
I don't think I have like a good like MIDI controller for doing that kind of
Yeah,
thing at the
same.
moment.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I think that's a good idea to do some shit like that. What I find myself using randoms for more in all reality, like I'll do some stuff like that, like put randoms on different knobs to kind of give me some difference. But these days I do a lot more like fine-tuned like randoms where they're just kind of just doing like these slight adjustments.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been
Like I
making
put like on a percentage point and then I turn the amount down on the randomizer so it just kind of waves.
Sounds like you're
Yeah.
making some psytrance.
Let's go.
No, it's
That
like
was the Psytrance is the first show I've ever seen in Denver.
Oh, no
Hey.
shit.
Yeah, it was dope, man.
Let's
Was
go.
it infected
crazy.
mushroom or what?
I wish I could remember some dude, Psycho something.
Nice.
I don't know.
Psycho
It was crazy.
Sybin.
Don't say it. No.
Didn't say it.
Psytrance is sick. It's very clinical in
Yeah.
their production.
Yeah, totally.
Like when
Gotta
I
go, like,
learned
med
how to
school
make
for it.
right. I mean, basically, you
Without a
need
doubt.
MD,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
When I was learning how to make psytrance, like I was kind of amazed that you like make the bass patch, and then you print the bass patch out, and then you find the best version of the bass patch, and you put that in a sampler, so it plays the same bass every fucking time.
Mm.
There's
Huh.
no variation
Yeah,
at all. It's
exactly.
got to be
Yeah.
fucking right on the money. And the same goes for most of the song, which,
Yeah, they're very dialed in
Yeah.
Psytrance.
yeah,
You need those money shots in music.
There-
You know? Know what
You
I'm
could say
saying,
that
guys?
again, yeah.
money shots, he said.
Yeah.
He's talking about cum over here all
Fuck yeah.
night long.
Wow.
Gotta love cum.
Jeez, yeah.
Jesus
Uh,
Christ.
Speaking of that, what's up, Whiskers and Vision?
Yeah, we saw that. What's up, boys?
Who is it?
Cutie pies.
Some dubbed in homies.
Let's
Yeah, some
go.
dumb
They're
dude.
tuned
What's
in,
up,
dude.
Dub Den homies?
Oh,
yeah.
okay, word. Let's go. Yeah, like more so like on like for an example of like a very obvious thing, like decay of a hi-hat sample in a sampler to where it just kind of slightly is a little bit more or less all the time. I like doing it on like as much shit as I can while I'm making the song so that every time I listen to it, it just is different every single time.
I would lose my mind if I did
No.
that.
It's
subtle.
Yeah.
It's
subtle.
done in a way where it's like
subtle.
trying to just let my ears not hear the same exact thing over and over again without like affecting like the quality of like the mix or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I'm going the opposite. I'm like trying to make some rhythm and stuff. So
Let's go.
I want to hear the same thing over and over for an hour.
Yep.
I'm thinking of the quad.
sounds like
want
rhythm.
to hear the same thing over and
Sounds
over
like
for
rhythm.
an hour. Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I
Awesome.
get
Good
it when
for
it
you.
comes to like hi-hats and stuff when you're trying to make something that's got a little bit of a wash kind of happening to each
Yeah.
hit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It
I
makes
like
sense.
I like envelope follower a lot on hi hats, like throwing that onto just like the mix and just turning up the decay of that envelope follower up a lot.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Lately, it's been really hitting the spot for me.
Dude. Hi-hat game. People need to step up hi-hat games.
Dude, hi-hats are can be
Envelope
such a
follower
drag.
of a what? Like, what are we envelope following?
Just like the signal.
Oh, itself?
Yeah,
And then
to
mapping
like
it
a
to the
reverb.
decay. Oh.
Oh, to like a
Yeah.
reverb?
Yeah, just like straight up mapping it to itself.
Right. So it cuts.
Yeah,
So
try to
while the
like let a
hi-hat's
little bit of
open-
that like transient come in, and then put
Hmm.
like more reverb on it.
Right. So as the hi-hat is done, the reverb's back down.
Kind of the opposite, but yeah.
Oh, so you're
The
so you're
amount that
basically
letting into the reverb?
side chaining the reverb to your hi-hat?
Yeah.
With the envelope?
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
I see. Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a sick move. And anything where you can just like, and it's weird, you don't
Totally.
necessarily always hear that kind of thing when you're just like ducking out the reverb for your dry signal, but it does just add less bullshit into your mix,
Mm-hmm.
less bullshit into your little final waveform, how it looks like. And you do that on your bass, you do that on any sort of whatever you're sidechaining to itself or reverb throw kind of thing, and like those things stack up.
It
At the
also
end of the
stacks
mix,
up
yeah.
on your
Definitely.
CPU.
Oh
It
yeah,
does.
so
Uh,
much shit
that
is
does.
going crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll happen.
Yeah.
That's okay though. It's not a banger unless that fucking computer sounds like a fucking airplane.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm throwing my friggin' focus right on like 2048 like
Right,
buffer
right.
before
Yeah,
it
exactly.
like gets to me just to help me out. a little
You
bit.
like hit spacebar,
Hit
go
space.
take a bathroom
All right,
break
okay,
by the time
and
you
then
come
it's-
back.
and then
Yep.
it's playing. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
it's like perfect.
The
Dude.
latency is insane.
Yeah.
Yeah,
30 minutes.
yeah, dude. Straight up.
30 minutes.
30 minutes late.
30
man.
MN.
Yeah, 30 MN, dude. Gang.
Okay, nice.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Yes. Sidechaining things is good. It's
It's
very
the
good.
classic. It's the classic. And it's fun to see it evolve in different ways where it's not just kick going to bass or everything in the channel. People are starting to do it in creative ways where it's like, yeah, sidechain it to yourself and duck the reverb out. Or if you guys know the Soothe trick, if anyone knows the Soothe trick where you can spectral sidechain and just cut out specific frequencies of whatever the fuck you want based
Mhm.
off your other signal. I've just been abusing that lately.
Have
Really?
Whoa.
Have
Yeah.
I told you my Soothe? So you do that.
Have you? Let's see.
You do like a Soothe, and then you do a dry channel, and then you sidechain the Soothe to the dry channel, like on the same one, and then you can like double the sound, but like spectrally.
Oh, I remember you talking about that.
Yeah.
I don't have Soothe 2. I only have
Uh-huh.
Soothe 1, and you can't do the sidechain stuff with
Gotcha.
Soothe
Oh.
1.
Damn, that sucks.
But I have a spectral compressor.
Okay.
So I was trying to do a thing like that because I remember you talking about that
Yeah.
the last time or one of the times. And I have no idea if I did it right or not
Yeah.
at all. But I kept it. Whatever I did, I kept it.
Yeah, it can be subtle. It's really subtle. And you almost want it to be subtle when you're doing like a spectral sidechain thing
Is
like
it
that.
like a phase flip or like something like that
Basically.
happening as well when you're doing this?
So what I'm
Oh,
trying
thing
to
you're
do is
talking about?
make shit louder without it clashing. So like imagine you're taking a sound and you just duplicate the channel and then you put them together and then it starts clipping.
Mhm.
So then that's what the Soothe sidechain is doing, is like making it so that it's pulling out all the shit that's clipping. So it's only doubling the shit that needs doubled.
that could be doubled. Yeah,
Oh.
that could like benefit from that volume.
So like
there.
I've been using it a lot
Oh,
lately on
shit.
songs with like shitty mixdowns, and I'll just throw it on there, and then it'll boost all the shit that needs to be boosted, and then, but it does it over the whole song, so it's not like the same in one like the whole time. It's like constantly changing.
What the fuck? That's wild.
What
Interesting.
sidechain, Albie?
He's asking for a friend.
Someone who used a splice right there.
Uh,
Okay.
That's interesting.
So soothing to the parallel channel.
Yeah, it's on the
just
same audio
standard-
track.
Standard soothe
Yep,
in parallel on the one that's just the parallel one.
yep.
'Kay.
And then like I'm like
Sick.
I'll put a bunch of nodes like on the sub because the sub's usually what causes a lot of the clipping.
Mm-hmm.
So then it's just like it's pulling out a ton of the sub, but then
Okay.
everything else is kind of boosting.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Now we're getting to the juice.
That's
now
where the
it makes
sauce is.
sense to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out why, but yeah, no, that makes sense. So you're doing a parallel mid to high boosted better frequencies according to Soothe.
Yeah,
Of, like,
exactly.
the thing. Because Soothe, basically, when you boost it, it pulls shit out that you think it tries to pull shit out that will sound bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you pull a bunch of shit that would sound bad for the thing that you're trying to do, and then you add it to the original signal
Yeah.
in parallel. That makes sense. That's sick. That's really interesting.
Wait, why
I
does
could do that with the spectral compressor. Not as dialed though as Soothe. Soothe, you can draw the fucking EQs.
dude, Soothe is so sick.
Mhm.
Didn't they just come out with 3 also? Weren't we talking about that on the pod?
I don't
Or are they
think
about
so
to?
yet.
Are they about to?
I hope they're not about to.
I haven't
'cause
heard
I don't
of
want to buy that.
I'm waiting,
I
I'm
know,
waiting for
right?
Soothe 4, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna buy it till 4
Jackass.
comes
Dude, I
out.
don't have Soothe 2. I'm just telling you guys.
No
right now.
cash till Soothe 4, dude.
Spectral anything, basically. I love spectral anything. It's so cool. It always kind of just sounds spectrally, which is almost a bummer for how cool the concept is, you know?
Yeah.
It always kind of has that tone, but
Yeah.
I love it.
I mean,
It's cool.
yeah, it depends on the spectral device for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I so rarely use Soothe.
I know, you're kind of anti-Soothe guy.
I mean, I'm not anti. I mean, I don't have Soothe 2,
Mm.
but I also like don't really much find times to use it. I mean,
Yeah, same.
I guess I could. There could be moments, but usually like, yeah, I just build the track where it doesn't need it, but also I don't have Soothe 2. So if I had Soothe 2, maybe I'd try these things and be like, oh, this is sick.
yeah,
I could
maybe.
use
Right.
this. But since I don't have it, I just find ways to make it louder in other ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
yeah.
I like when I first got it, a lot of people were like, "Oh, use it to like tame harshness and all these kind of things." I never have used it for that.
Yeah, I
really.
don't-
Like
Mm.
I was like, I don't
It'll
have
take
that
out
problem.
way too much, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then that's like I started finding these ways. Like I'll have like my bass like main group like that's getting sidechained, and then I'll have like a vocal group, and I'll put a Soothe sidechain the vocals to that other group, so
Yep,
that like
yep.
anytime the vocal hits, it's pulling out
Mhm,
just what it
mhm.
needs
Yep.
to make the vocal pop.
Dude.
Yeah.
Which I think was what Austin was talking about originally when he was
Mhm.
talking about it.
Yeah.
I'll
that's
use the,
shit.
spectral
It's the shit.
compressor for that exact thing.
Yeah,
I
same.
think it
Okay.
works fucking
Yeah.
really good.
Nice.
Yeah.
I typically find myself
free,
using
too.
it more for like build-ups a lot, because I have a
Okay.
tendency to fucking
Oh yeah.
clutter shit on my build-ups, like 4 risers happening, all the percussion, the
Oh,
vocal
yeah.
thing
Oh, yeah,
happening,
the
like
kick.
You like those
Okay.
peekaboo builds? Huh?
yeah, exactly. I love
Oh.
the fucking just way too ignorant in
Kick
your
build.
face, larger than life builds
And
No.
snares.
and snares
All
on
the
top of it, and then
drums.
you throw some more percussion, all the drums. Yeah,
I think if you're gonna do kick build, you gotta like take out a lot of the volume in the kick.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
got to be like
Yeah.
a totally
You gotta
other
take,
kick.
like
So-
where it's just like
yeah. I
If
have
it's not that, I
the
can't do it.
default main sidechain that's ducking out everything for the kick, and then I have whatever spectral sidechain set up to like just cut out certain things
Mhm.
throughout all of it, and it becomes a fucking clusterfuck. So I always save that to like the very end, where I'm like, okay, I'm done with the songwriting. Let's like print some shit, and then like I give myself 1, maybe 2 sessions to go through and do all the like spectrally like cut this in this moment for this frequency and this sound, because I confuse myself
Mhm.
with
Yeah.
because it's just it gets it's dumb.
Yeah, at some point you're
But it
like,
sounds good
why
at the
is
end."
this not making the thing that it was before? And
Yeah.
you're like,
Yeah.
now I'll go through 5 different channels and just like see if things are sidechained to other things.
Exactly.
Or if like
Exactly.
a random
way.
Yeah.
max for large device just turned off or something.
Yeah,
right,
stuff
right.
like
Yeah,
that.
that'll happen to me. I'm like, what the fuck? Where's my reverb on this?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, totally.
Something that helps though is for me is like decide whatever the main focus of the build should be. So you have your primary, and then you have a secondary, which is typically for me like some percussive piece, whatever that is, doing the classic, carrying it along in the build up. And then
Right.
so I always have those two as like, okay, if everything's not complementing that, then you're doing shit wrong or you're doing something wrong. So the web can be everything else that's all the other bullshit, and you can kind of get lost, which works.
Mhm.
I'm sure there could be a better method, but that's what I'm doing for now. So let's go.
I like that mindset.
Yeah.
Hmm.
At least there's some sort of intention.
You usually have like 32 bars from like the beginning to the drop. Is that kind of how you structure your lot?
I play with it. I
Yeah.
get bored of like just doing only 32 intro and then drop.
Cause I always just tell people I like every tune I play out, I edit and stuff. I always just cut that like 16 bars of build out. I'm like, get that shit out of here. I just want the 16 intro right into the drop. Let's go.
What's funny is
Same.
like now that I'm actually playing shows, I'm kind of making edits of all my songs just doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like we don't need all this like build up time.
Yeah.
Like it's not.
Yeah,
we
the,
don't need all that.
2012s are over.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
1, 2, 3,
Yeah,
4.
they called and
Yeah,
they want
exactly.
the build-ups back.
Yeah, get shut the fuck up.
Come on, everybody.
Like you
Are you ready?
Now is the drop.
Yeah.
It's
the drop is
coming
happening
soon.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that though. Exactly. Like when you're playing live, you don't need much. Like you just need enough to mix in and just get to the thing because
Mhm.
that's what everyone's waiting
Yeah.
for.
That's
Like
what the people want.
that's
Yeah,
what the people want. They want the
People wanna-
drop.
Yeah, they want to dance.
Yeah.
They don't want to fucking sit there and put their hands
Wait
up
to dance.
and be like, oh my God, here it comes. Like,
Oh, and then a
everybody-
fake out.
I mean, it made sense in the era of like 2012 when like EDM was being introduced to everyone.
Yeah.
But now
Yeah.
it's in the zeitgeist. Like everybody
Mhm.
knows what's going to happen. Like there's no
Yeah.
suspense
So
anymore.
just
Yeah.
do it, bro.
yeah,
just
just
send
fucking
it.
come,
Do the
dude.
thing.
Yeah, just
come.
come already.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just come already, dude.
I
Yeah.
missed.
Albie, just come, dude. Jesus.
I just totally missed that whole first wave of EDM.
Yeah, you didn't miss
Honestly,
much.
same.
You didn't
Yeah.
miss much. It's okay.
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
I missed the majority of
The
it.
wave before it was much better, anyways. So,
Nice. Spoken like a true old head.
goddamn right, gal.
No
Yeah.
bias there.
No, y'all missed the late 2000s. It's okay.
No respect. Yeah. Bass Hunter came out during your time, and he was the best.
Dude,
So
I mean, fucking old school Glitch Mob, fucking Rusko and
Glitch
Caspa,
Mob. Yeah.
fucking Vibe Squad.
Vibe Squad,
like-
future guest of the pod.
Dude, the old days were so good. But they also, like, you listen
think
back
so.
and they sound like dog shit. So it's kind of like, I was definitely on drugs, maybe. But that's
Yeah.
okay.
Is it the the song actually sounds like shit, or is it the mix down?
Oh, it's the mix down for sure.
Oh yeah,
And-
but see,
and-
that's just
And the concepts were in their infancy.
Mhm.
right.
Although, like, if you listen to 2002 to 2008 dubstep, like old Scream and Banga, like that shit was sick for what it was. It wasn't
Mm-hmm.
tear out dub
Yeah.
or anything like that. It was like more of a subdued dark room with space and really fucking big fucking rim shots and like
Yeah.
really nice tasteful wubs. Like it was a different thing than what we're
Mhm.
used to now. So, I mean, it's all in the context, but like way better than 2012 like fucking Zomboy shit.
Yeah.
Like that shit just got out of hand. Everybody was just like on Adderall, and it was like, why do you just have everything slammed into a limiter in a poor way?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Joker tunes, like especially the old stuff lately, and
Mm.
it's just nice to like go back in and redo the mix downs.
Yeah, I'm
like,
sure.
It sounds so much better now.
Honestly. Yeah.
And yeah, like shout out AI stem splitters, like that
Yeah.
shit makes it so easy.
Dude, those are so fucking sick. And those are also still in their infancy.
Mm-hmm.
Like just little
Right.
splitters. Those
Right.
are we still have like the Pong version basically. Like those are gonna be fucking insane.
Are
in
you
5
doing
years.
you're doing an AI splitter to do an edit or to do like just a just-
remaster.
remaster?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because like when you do it all together, then like the hats are too loud or some shit. So I just like split it into like 4, maybe like I can go like to 8, I think.
If you split it and then you don't affect anything and play them all next to each other, does it sound like the original thing?
Yeah, it'll null out.
Huh?
Like if you put it like all the stems stacked and you play that verse and then you like phase
It
invert.
will null?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I didn't
Oh,
know
yeah,
that.
it's
I've
like
never
Oh
opposite.
my
never done
god.
Yeah. It's sick.
That's actually insane, dude.
I'm not going to put that much effort in, but I applaud you for doing that.
Dude. Yeah.
I mean, if you got
There's
a
some
tune
songs
that
I
you
do
want to
wanna do
fuck
that.
with,
Yeah.
to like,
Yeah, no, for
you
sure.
really want to play it or whatever,
Yeah.
and you're like, it's just not stacking up.
Right.
That's kind of crazy.
So like I had a hip hop
Whoa.
set a while back, and I wanted to play a bunch of Juicy J and 3-6 and stuff. And yeah, all that, the mixes are terrible. And so I literally
Shout out
pulled
Juicy
them,
J.
How dare you? How dare you?
I like pulled them all apart and like redid the hi-hats completely, and like cuz they're all MP3s, so they don't have anything like above 16,000.
Right.
So I completely redid the tops, and now they're full.
God
go.
bless you. God bless
Oh,
you.
wait,
Yeah.
anything above 16,000 hertz?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So yeah,
Just
so
added
like
a bunch of white noise on
That's
top.
that's amazing.
no, just like
That's
new
really-
hats and a new snare, and boom, it's there. And then you like
It's like
process the
insane as
vocal.
fuck all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's all sick.
Immediately.
Yeah, it's all
Sounds so much better.
Yeah.
sounds all
Fuck.
modern.
Fuck.
I am excited
That's
for that.
such a fun idea.
Yeah.
It's so sick. I love it.
Oh my god.
There's some classic songs like I do love Bass Hunter unironically. And I also love Cascada, the Every Time We Touch song.
Did you
But,
say
like-
Cascada?
Yeah, that's who it is.
Cascade?
No, it's not Cascade. Cascada. Yeah.
Huh.
There's
I've
two.
never heard somebody pronounce it that way.
Yeah, I just thought they were both called Cascade.
No, there's an A at the
Cascada?
end.
It's a
Is it
E,
Cascada?
dog.
I thought it was
No.
E.
No, I'm not talking about KAS. I'm not talking about that guy.
Oh, Cascade.
Different one, yeah.
Every
Cascada.
time we touch though?
Yeah, that's
I
not.
don't
Am I
know.
wrong? I
don't
might
know.
be wrong.
I just called them both Cascade. There's just this Cascade and that Cascade.
I think
but
there's an A at the end.
I didn't
Or am
really listen to them, so
Have I done
no.
too much
You're
drinking?
probably all right.
Cascada.
Cascada? Well, either way, Every Time We Touch. I fucking
Hola,
love the song,
Cascada.
but like the mix, every time we play it in the
Yeah.
kitchen, I have to just like crank the fucking master to,
Right.
for it to
right.
just sound level
Yeah.
with the other songs. I'm like, fuck, if I could just get the stems for this.
It's a really
Which
fun
I
way
can,
to do some.
I should. Just
It'd be funny to do that shit with your own track. Drop your own track into the AI, have
God.
it stem split it, and then boost the shit. Remix it just from the
Yeah.
AI stems.
you know, IOTT
Dude.
every
I'm kinda
stem for
actually
the artifacts.
interested in that.
Would that be,
It'd be fucking
bootlegging your own?
hilarious.
Would that be bootlegging your own song?
Ooh,
Something like that.
It's
think so,
It's
yeah.
gonna fuck it up
Yeah.
in a weird way for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. That'd be interesting.
I
That's
like
some
to fuck
NDD
my
done
shit up if I can. You know, that could even be like an interesting thing to like do a little bit of like a switch on the vibe of the tune
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
when you're in
Huh.
like the mixing stage. Like make a mix, print it, AI split it, and then just have a section that goes into the weird AI split mastered version
Yeah, yeah, right.
or something. I don't know.
It's worth the shot for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
interesting.
That is interesting, actually.
So
Well,
it, oh yeah, go ahead.
as Mr. Bill used to say, put biome on the master.
Oh
Mhm.
god
You
damn
could
it.
use it in that way where you're just making fills for
Yeah.
yourself in a way. You could like make fills with AI split stems. It's pretty cool.
That sounds like it'd be ridiculous, but
It's
it
too much
might
work for sure, but it is fun.
There should just be
The
Yeah.
wheel is already round, my friend.
Right, exactly.
exactly.
Sometimes you're bored though. Sometimes you gotta
Yeah.
like figure out something to make
Yeah.
it interesting to you.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
you know, that's a pretty late in the process move, but it's kind of fun.
Does that get harder and harder for you guys to just keep yourself interested, or do you all feel like relatively content at the moment, as far as like experimenting and like finding new stuff?
Yeah, I think I'm trying to go through a little bit of that right now because when I first started, I got like really attached to like a very like sub and wub like kind of like driven sound.
Mm-hmm.
And lately I've just been like super inspired by that super like disconnected type of like flow and
Like that avant-garde set you were talking about.
kind of like
Okay.
yeah, like like a recent set I saw out in Rendezvous, Alan Mock. I was just like, oh my god, this dude is nuts. And yeah, I'm going through a little bit of that, and
Let's
it's
go.
yeah, it's fun. It's challenging,
Yeah.
but
Exciting.
I'm feeling very good about it.
Hell yeah, dude.
Sick.
That's sick. Exciting and scary all at the same time. Have you
Yeah.
heard of Echo Map?
I haven't. No.
Dude, I just found. I only know one song from him. It's him and Voljum. If you know Voljum
Voljum's
also,
the man,
dude, Voljum is
Ooh,
fucked.
ooh.
Voljum is so fucked. I feel like you'd appreciate it. I'll send you a song.
Please.
Yeah.
I hate that Voljum like makes tunes, releases them, and then like 6 months later he's like, "No, that sucks," and wipes it off the face of the internet. But so I just try to
love
download them.
Yeah.
Like, dude,
I love that. It makes you kind of want to pay attention when he does release something, huh?
Yeah, he has this
What do you
tune.
know?
That tune "Missile" is so sick,
I
and
haven't
you
heard that one.
can't find it anywhere.
Really.
But
fuck.
yeah,
Do
I
you
got
have
the
it
I got
downloaded?
the download.
Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
My
dude,
man.
it's just like it's crazy. I could never do that. Like,
Dude,
I don't know.
he's fucked, right? Like, and he comes from like a jazz background ish, I think. At least that's what it sounds
Yeah.
like. So
Love
he's just
jazz.
like, yeah. So he's got all of the like hyper music theory, like instrumentation guy, songwriting guy, and then he's just fucked up in the head and loves to make weird sounds and he
Yeah.
combines them in the most insane way. Like,
yeah, his EP was insane. Like, I try. There's like 2 tunes on there that I try to rinse quite a bit, and like,
Oh,
it's
shit.
just they're hard to
yeah,
mix.
it's, dude, Godspeed trying to play his shit.
Yeah, but
Oh my
nah,
God.
I love it.
That's cool.
Hmm.
Is there?
I need to check it out. I don't know it.
Yeah, Voljum. I think it's actually pronounced volume, but it's spelled Voljum, Voljum.
Yeah, I think he's
Sounds like volume,
Swedish,
yeah.
or something like
now,
that.
now I feel
it's
like
kinda
I
like
have heard
Cascade.
it.
Yeah,
It's kind of like Cascade.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
God
makes
damn it.
sense. That makes sense.
Cascada. Cascada is one of my favorite Mexican dishes.
Oh, I thought it was Italian.
So
Oh.
Noah, you've been diving into the weird shit, being inspired by that. Are there any sort of like techniques or like structure methods or anything cool you've been trying to implement from like that new style you're finding?
Great question.
Yeah, that is a nice question. I feel like I'll try to have like just like a simple like call, and then just try to just do whatever my heart takes me. Like I like stacking like a lot of like dispersers, a lot of like comb filters and stuff like that.
Fuck yeah.
And yeah, just like playing around with like the lengths of the like LFOs and stuff like that.
Yeah, fuck yeah,
Um,
that's sick. When you're so instantly where my mind went, when you're stacking dispersers,
Mhm.
are you just targeting it into like one single node and trying to amplify that with dispersers, or are you doing all the dispersers like different to target different harmonics?
Yeah, what I've been doing with those lately is I'll kind of like just like start and like go across the frequencies and see if there's like any particular one that like sticks out to me, and then like typically what I would like to do then is, since you're kind of like fucking with like the highs and the lows, and so like pushing those away, so I'll kind of like then iterate dispersers like a little bit
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
away from each
Mhm.
other to kind of because I feel like when you usually stack it on the same frequency, it just becomes way too like
Yeah.
resonant-y.
Yeah, just a little fucking
Yeah, that's a word, right? Yeah.
Love
yeah,
that.
resonant-y.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Of course. That's the proper terminology, I think.
Correct.
Yeah, or like just throwing a bunch of like effects out of like a typical order that you would usually do. Like maybe I'll
Break it.
maybe
Break it.
I'll like put like reverb before my OTT, or like maybe I'll just like
It's the best way to use OTT.
Mm.
as far as
Yeah.
I'm concerned.
That is
just
true.
kind of like bring that
Yeah.
reverby sound up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's crazy how much you can literally just change your sound from like switching the order of just 2 plugins in your chain too.
yeah.
Like,
Like
it's,
I'll just frequently move them around all the
yeah,
time.
fuck yeah. That's
Mhm.
a fun way to do it. I used to whenever I was doing like sound design and processing stuff, I would always go left to right and like always add it on after,
Oh
you know.
yeah.
For some reason in my head, like that was just like, this is how it should be, you know. And then
This is what YouTube told me.
yeah, this is what YouTube told me, so I got to do it in this order.
It do be like that sometimes.
And then the second you just
Yeah.
play around and you're like, no, I'm going to throw this thing in like randomly in the
Yeah.
chain anywhere. Like, let's just huck it here. Let's see what happens. Like, that's the sauce.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's where the magic happens.
Yeah.
Or just complete dog shit happens.
Yeah. YouTube is amazing, but definitely be careful about who you listen to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, take everybody with a giant handful of salt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
definitely.
Giant handful.
And it's like, maybe check their music out too. Be like, do I even like this motherfucker's music in the first place?
Dude.
And why the fuck am I listening to him? You
That
know?
is such a good point.
Right.
The amount of fucking YouTube people that are on there and they just make dog shit music. It's like, why would I
Yeah.
listen to you?
Yeah.
But then sometimes they do have like good information,
Yeah.
depending on your like.
I love it when they're like, here's a whatever person style bass, and then here's what we're going to be making today, and they play it, and you're like,
That doesn't sound.
Yeah.
ass.
Yeah.
That is an ass sound.
I will forego
Why-
the 15.5-minute video, my guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely not watching this. Like, it's not a good sound.
Well-
Like, it's rare that it is a good sound too.
Yeah.
You also gotta be careful the other way when you like find a producer you like a lot, and then you go watch them produce, and they're doing the most simple shit you've ever seen, and you're like, oh, this guy might not know what he's doing. He might have just got some splice samples and called it
Yeah.
a day.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I've gotten that so much with
yeah.
like making beats specifically. Like especially like UK garage shit. Because like when you hear a good UKG thing and the shuffle's fucking good and it bounces all nice,
Yeah.
it's the fucking best. And all the tutorials will like play the intro snippet, like this is what we're making today, right? And then they break down the track and it's just like 3 loops, and I'm like, fuck, god damn it, I know I can do that, but like I was hoping. Yeah, that's always a bummer, but it is what it is. Maybe I should just use loops more and
I
stop
like
being
loops for-
pretentious.
I like loops for UKG. That's the shit. And then
They're
like you
always
can
good,
like
yeah.
apply a groove to it and get it to like move out a little bit and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Groove is cool.
And people are way better at making loops than me.
Yeah.
I just
for
want to
sure.
learn, and maybe it's like ego thing where I'm like, no, I shouldn't. But I do want to learn. But I also
Yeah, I
you
mean,
find a good loop, just use the loop.
I always try and find a note from every video I watch, even if it is like a dog shit sound. I'm gonna be like, all right, how did you make this dog shit fucking
Yeah.
sound? And
You can
sometimes,
you can still learn from that.
yeah, there's
for
still
sure.
some random nug, and you're like, oh, I didn't ever think about doing that actually. And you might not even make the same sound, but you're just gonna take that method that they used and apply it to something else.
That little
Like,
nugget.
yeah, there's
sure.
there's always some nug. I mean,
Yeah.
not always. Sometimes you spend 20 minutes and you're like, fuck, that was a waste of time. But a lot of times there's some kind of nug you can glean from even the worst of the YouTube videos.
Usually, you can just sit down and start following a YouTube video and then quit about halfway through and be like, I have a cool sound now. Let me fucking
Yeah.
fuck with it. Because you're not doing the exact same thing they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But you're just like, and I love it because I'm in Faceplant. Because
Yeah.
they'll always be in fucking Serum.
Mhm.
So I'm making it up anyway. I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, they're doing an FM thing. I know how to do that. And I'm
Right.
sitting here. It's like,
Yeah.
I can't like set it to 35 or whatever they say to do in the YouTube video. Like, adjust this to 35.
You're like, well, I'm in Serum, so
explain that a little better, sir.
And then like
Just
that's
don't
good.
tell me where to put the numbers on the knobs.
Yeah.
Like, tell me what's happening here.
And then
They
that's
can't.
good too, because once the dubstep inspector comes around to check your computer, you can be like, no, I made this sound for sure.
damn right. The dubstep
yeah.
inspector always comes around, folks. And if it's a pre-made patch,
Dude, he'll fucking get you, man.
I mean,
Almost
the only problem with that is I start with my own patches and then I go off in a direction so it looks like it's a patch
Yeah.
that was already pre-made, but it's like, no, I fucked with it for a half an hour.
Yeah.
I-
Pull up
I
the
just
original patch if you want
Yeah,
me to, bro.
I just didn't save it as a
Dude,
new
show me
patch.
the save file, little bitch.
Yeah, like calm down, bro. Don't shank me
I'm all
just
worked
yet.
up.
Go find this, I dare you.
Yeah.
Try and find this fucking preset, bitch.
Try to find it.
Hilarious. Albie Music hates those people. That's fair. Quick shout out to Cardvel for the YouTube sub.
Oh, that's the homie.
I saw that. I was like, what the fuck? I've
Thanks,
never seen
bruv.
that shit. Are we streaming on YouTube? Or it just gives us notifications?
It just gives us notifications. He probably went over there and was like,
Shucks.
"Sub, bud."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's
Rolling
actually
in.
an insane producer.
Let's go.
And he's been in Japan for a while, but now he's in the States for like a month, and then he's
Cardinal?
going back.
This guy?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
a military dude.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you know him.
Yeah, that's the boy.
From what branch,
Okay,
bro?
sick.
I'm not positive. Not gonna lie. But
Space
he's
Force?
cracked.
Space
for
Force.
sure.
That would be
That'd
tight.
be tight.
That would be fucking goated.
What?
Speaking
Oh,
of
yeah.
Space
Well,
Force,
what's up? Fucking right.
what is your favorite synth to use, Fauhx?
Oh,
Specifically for your wubs.
Space Force related.
You just operator
Space
all day?
Force.
He said faceplane, I believe.
Yeah. I do bounce between the two a lot, but
Okay.
sometimes I'm feeling a little bit more old school, and I'll just stick with operator for
Fair
the
enough.
day.
Hell
Fair
yeah.
enough.
Dude.
Fair enough.
Oh yeah.
Just 2 brain cells, just trying to move the envelopes around a little bit.
Yeah.
No,
Let's see
honestly,
how it goes.
Sometimes
Operator is
that
sick.
does the best thing it could possibly be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
People
like
Because you're
everything
not
else is
looking
so
at
much more
waveforms
complicated.
too. You're
Yeah.
like just
Mhm.
sitting there. You're using your ears a little more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everything's trying
In
to be so
operator.
pretty on the
Yeah.
eyes, with all the beautiful colors.
Yeah.
I don't care
Sometimes
about
you
that,
just
dude.
need to turn knobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
against the system, be punk. But no, dude, honestly, operator is sick. I haven't dived into it, but a lot of people I look up to as artists fucking
It's insane.
Yeah, I messed up in
Why?
the beginning for sure, and like grabbed serum first because that's
Same.
what all the guys are doing.
Same.
I'm like, dude, I
Yeah.
should have learned operator. Like, what was I
Mhm.
doing?
Dude, the first year and a half that I was making music, I was on Fruity Loops, and
Oh, same.
yeah, so like
Harmer.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Harmer
I was
and
trying to use
citrus.
Harmer and
Yeah.
citrus.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Fuck
when
those.
I said it earlier, I
Nightmares
kinda
for a
laughed.
beginner?
I was like,
Right,
oh
right.
god,
Yeah.
that thing was like looking into the Matrix.
Dude,
Yeah,
that thing
oh
was
my
way
God.
too complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it is so they're just not
It's like our
intuitive.
fucking mixer that fucked up earlier. Actually.
That's a callback right there.
Thank God for thank God for Seamless though. Seamless R. Did you ever
Seamless
watch
Oh,
his
yeah.
tutorials
Oh,
for
yeah.
FL?
No.
Oh
Yeah.
damn. Okay.
Seamless is the
Yeah, but
fucking
my
man
point
for
about
it.
that was like all the videos online I were watching, I was like learning on Ableton while being on Fruity Loops. It was
Oh,
just like
shit.
the weirdest thing
Okay.
ever. It was
Right, for sure.
Yeah. It's like okay, fine.
Wild.
Dude,
It's time to get serious.
Yeah.
you were just raised by wolves over here.
When I
Oh my
was starting
God.
Ableton, I was watching videos about like whatever, like Cubase or anything but Ableton. There was very few people on Ableton other than people doing like clip launching kind of shit.
Mm.
Right.
There's like
right.
a lot of that
The
back in
live.
those days,
Yeah.
I think
which is why I had it. So
yeah, right.
it worked out.
I started getting into the YouTube tutorials I think right as things were starting to take off. Cause I remember early on trying to find tutorials and there wasn't like a bunch of people. There was like 5 or 6 people, probably more, but not a
Mhm.
lot, and they
Yeah,
were given the
definitely.
things.
Yeah,
but,
there was
like,
Slink.
Slink was there.
There
Bill
was Mr.
there.
Bill.
There's
Zen World.
Zen
I
World.
learned a lot
World.
from him early.
learned a lot from Bunting too.
Bunting.
Yeah, Bunty. He's a little bit newer-ish,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that was like my original dude on YouTube for sure.
Fuck yeah, that's like he's as far as I know the first like kind of like left field guy also that I've
Yeah.
ever seen.
And
So
like
shouts to that.
all Vital. He would like use Vital.
Yeah.
a
He
was a Vital guy.
shitload,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why I didn't watch him because I was like, fuck Vital.
Fuck Vital.
Because when that
the
shit
free
first
shit.
came out, it would click so bad. No, it was free, but every time I tried to use it, it would click. Like it would
Mm-hmm.
DC, it
Yeah.
would DC offset like a motherfucker. And I was like, I can't make a good sound in here if every time I let go, it just clicks
Right.
every time.
Yeah.
And it drove me nuts. I was like,
Yeah.
fuck that fucking program.
Yeah, there's probably
Never
a way
using it.
around it.
Yeah, it's probably a lot better now, but
Yeah, there's probably something that was going on in whatever kind of ways that we were making sounds back in those days.
or it was just
Mhm.
the first
But
iteration
also,
of
like,
it.
I knew everything about
I don't
everything.
want a Serum
Of course, yeah.
copycat
Of course.
synth. I would just use Serum.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather use something more interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a couple cool things. Like it's, I know it has a diode
Mhm.
filter, which is sick.
There's
Yeah.
some pretty nice wavetables and Serum.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
Just
yeah.
like the stock.
Yeah, like a lot
I mean,
of
compared to
pretty
Vital,
nice
though,
for-
like I would use Serum
Mhm.
before Vital
Yeah.
Same.
Mhm.
all day.
But you can also like any wavetable that Vital can use, so can
True.
Serum and Phase
And
Phase
Faceplant.
Plant now.
That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was definitely the nerd that put them in a wavetables folder and
Yeah.
just had it in every
Yeah,
single one.
exactly.
Hell yeah.
So I could use it
Exactly.
in everything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's what's up.
Do you guys ever try and fuck around with making your own wavetables? you play with that?
I have never
Oh,
tried
yeah.
that.
Never
no.
tried it.
You
Okay.
done it with the pictures?
Pretty fun.
I have only like twice when I first got it, and I was so mind fucked. I was like, I can make visual art music, like, but no, I haven't done it in like years.
He's like, upload cock now. Go. What does a cock sound like?
What does my cock
Not
sound
far
like?
off.
Oh, take
Yeah.
I took my own
Question
cock.
every
I made
person
this
asks
bass
themselves.
from my own cock.
What does Albie's cock sound like?
Is it on Splice?
It sure is.
Actually, that'd be a good reward on the Patreon. Just all of our cocks as wavetables.
Jesus Christ.
That's amazing.
Flaccid
Not
and,
bad. Not bad.
and erect.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Flaccid and erect.
It's got to go
Wow.
from flaccid to erect,
Oh.
and that's the wavetable.
Nice.
You know what I'm talking
I
about?
like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
So
Well,
stupid.
Yeah.
It's very stupid.
I think we say that for the OnlyFans.
Just stupid
Not the
enough to
Patreon.
work.
Oh, we
All
good.
right.
The Patreon.
the
The
Patreon.
only fans.
Page.
It's just all sexual related music production tools on there. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah, we'll have like a stereoizer that's just a vagina. You
Oh,
it makes your
bam.
stereo look like a vagina. It's perfect.
I like it.
Yeah. No.
Now we're
Fuck, your,
talking.
fuck your Christmas tree.
It
Everybody
has
knows.
one knob
Yeah, it's just
that turns it into a
it
vagina.
It pussifies it.
Yeah, it pussifies it.
Have
In
you
a
seen-
good way, ladies. In a good way.
Yeah, it makes it look beautiful.
Have you
Yeah.
seen like the hentai distortion?
Yes.
Yeah, Nani.
Yeah,
Nani,
Nani.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking
Austin
love
loves
it.
that
I
shit.
do.
He jacks
yeah.
off to it all the time.
Wait,
Yeah.
could you actually just pull it up right now?
Wait, can I get a paper
I
towel,
guess
please?
whip
you
it out
have
right
it.
now.
I do always feel weird about using it, so I keep it on the safe for work setting. Because sometimes,
You
like,
don't have to lie to us. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
a safe
okay.
space.
I work from home.
so when I'm making music with the boys, it's for sure the uncensored.
Wait,
But when
so-
I'm alone,
so you
I
don't-
feel weird about it because sometimes Morgan will just like walk by,
Right,
and I'm
right.
like, I don't need like titties flopping on
And-
this thing.
And he
Dude,
walks
you gotta
quietly.
embrace that.
Yeah.
He's
You,
like,
got,
you
gotta embrace that. You can't
Should
be
I?
worried about what other people think about you.
I would almost go the other way. Like you're only looking at tits
Aggressive.
with the boys. Like it's a little weird, man. I don't know.
I think any way you break it down, you're still winning at the end of the day. So it's
Amen,
okay.
brother.
Whatever.
Thank you, Noah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Science.
Yeah, Nani is fun, and it
Oh, so
actually does
stupid.
sound sick.
It does
It-
have a pretty good algorithm, I will
It sounds
say.
nice, which is
sounds pretty
surprising.
nice,
You
yeah.
wouldn't expect it.
Yeah.
I mean, I would expect it, but
Oh, that's fair.
I'd expect those D's to be nice, you know what I'm saying? D nice.
right.
You could make a plugin that just gives you the optimal stereo width like signal as you turn the knob. It just kind of monos the sub and
Right,
monos the high end in like whatever kind of fancy way that you want,
Yeah,
and
it's
just
vagina.
sell that shit in an aggressive sexual way.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
That probably would go hard.
Yeah, it's the pussy fire.
People will buy that shit.
Get some Pornhub ads.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
shit!
producers, this is the one
Random
thing your doctor
producers that
doesn't
are
want you to
definitely
know
jerking
about.
off.
Yeah.
They are
This is the
definitely
one
seeing
trick.
it. They will
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah, I
Actually,
I would
hilarious.
definitely not see it. No, I wouldn't see it at all.
No, you
I don't
wouldn't.
watch porn.
You can just make a Pornhub
Nerdy
account and
producer
upload,
types
right?
definitely don't watch more.
Yeah, you can make a
Never.
Pornhub account.
Can we put all the Producer Lounge podcast on Pornhub?
That would be so funny.
I mean, I see
Super
like I've seen pictures of other people.
I was gonna say, I've
Doing
been looking
weird
over your
stuff up
friend's
there.
shoulder. What's going on here?
5 dudes talk about tits.
We're talking about tits. We
That's
did
what
at
we
least bring
named
them
the
up.
podcast,
The
but then it's
metaphorical
just this.
tits.
It's just that, yeah.
It's just us talking about music production. We're like, whoa, welcome back. We don't even mention the fact that we're randomly on Pornhub for no reason. It's a pretty good move.
Except for this episode.
I would support it.
That's not a. It's a kind of a fun idea.
It is a good
We
idea.
could do a test press and like see how an episode does.
Mhm.
Honestly.
It just
like-
takes off.
Yeah,
Watch
it's
it,
like
yeah, we just
slowly
get
start taking our
numbers.
shirts off like throughout the hour.
Oh.
Yeah.
Albie, we need you back,
Wait,
buddy.
I'll
yeah,
be-
yeah, we will need Albie for this.
We definitely need the hype
Our
man for
first
that episode.
Pornhub.
That could be your
Episode.
test episode for sure. Just upload the other one where he's already got his shirt off and see how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. Good to
Good
go.
point.
For the nip.
What instead of our green screen, we just
Two
have
dudes, one
a
synth?
porno playing. Two dudes, one synth. Oh fuck! Who said that? That's a
Albie.
Damn it, Albie. That's amazing.
Fucking smooth with it right there.
God damn it. Touch my fader.
Too much distortion. Oh.
Twist my knob. Yes.
Oh yeah, so Caleb,
Yeah.
you made me that tag last time I was here, and I did use it in a song.
Oh yeah.
It sounds great.
You fucking boss. You actually did.
Yes.
Yeah.
What was the tag? Refresh.
It was him moaning into the mic.
Wait, is it
Alright.
the chef?
It's
Is
not
it
the
that?
normal one.
Okay,
He
it's
made a
not
new
the
one.
norm- Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
No fucking way.
Attaboy.
That's amazing.
I wanna hear
You're
that
such
track.
a
I got
boss
you.
for
Yeah,
that.
dude.
I want to hear that
That's dope
track.
as
What the fuck?
Guys, I am on Cameo if you want custom custom tags. I'll do anything you want, excluding two guys, one stuff.
Or you could just show up on the live stream and ask him to say something, and
True.
probably will do
Do
it.
that. We've done it multiple times before.
Grand's Balls wants
we
the
make
boys.
samples for people.
Yeah.
Grand's balls.
Nice.
The
my man.
boys. Clipping. There you go. Clipping. There you go, Albie. It's just for you.
Oh,
Clip
you
it.
just only do these in moaning voice?
Of course.
That is
What do you
your
want me to do?
deal?
Oh, I'm clipping.
Yeah, you get moaning or British. You
Yeah,
get two
that's
options.
all you get. That's all you
Which
get.
is really just
That's all you need.
kind of sounding like an Australian guy.
Yeah. Mm.
Right. Oh no, I'm clipping.
God damn it.
Water emoji.
I can only do a British accent. It'll never happen if I try and do Australian.
You just gotta
Yeah,
start with
yeah,
Nor.
I feel that.
Nor.
Oh, nor.
Oh, clear.
Yeah.
I'm clipping.
I can't. I'm
hard.
clipping. No, see?
I
Now I'm
can't.
like
Oh,
Scottish or
clipping.
something. Oh, clipping.
Oh, I'm clipping.
I'm clipping.
Folks, this is the producer lounge. This is peak podcasting.
This is what producers actually do.
You know, you're
Yeah.
not wrong. This is
Yeah.
We're
He's
either-
80% of it.
Your favorite producer is also doing this weird
Yep.
shit.
correct.
Yeah.
If they had a microphone and a camera in front of them, this is what you would see.
Your favorite producer's probably been on the pod already. We've had all of them.
And if not,
Random,
If
weird flex over there.
if they haven't, send them
don't
a
know.
message and tell them to reach out.
Let them know that we've had basically all the other ones on at some point.
And we're pretty arrogant about it.
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
busy, but we might
make it
consider you.
We're super humble.
we make it known.
I mean, we've had Albie on.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
Yeah. Favorite producer.
Destin's finest.
I mean, he
for
was
sure.
wet. He
That's
was
finest.
wet as fuck.
Yeah. Definitely wet.
Definitely wet.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Speaking
You're
of
not wrong.
speaking of wet, we're
What?
I mean, we are wet, but we're nearing the end of the episode.
Oh.
But I want to know how wet do you like to keep your mixes? There, Fauxx. Let's get back
Actual
into production
segue.
real quick.
Whoa.
Wet mix level. On
Yeah, like,
the
are you-
track.
Are you making track reverbs?
How wet is your track?
Are you making reverb sends?
Mm,
I mean,
yeah.
all are allowed and welcome. I'm just
Right,
I'm just
right,
wondering
right.
what's
What's
your
the gauge?
go-to.
Yeah.
What's your go-to when it comes to moistening your track?
The moistness trick for me lately is also like kind of like how I was talking about throwing like envelope.
Okay. Right.
But also I kind of like do that with reverb. I'll have like I love reverb, honestly.
Same.
I have it on probably
I mean, making dubs, it
most
makes sense.
of my most of my channels. I don't really like using. I used to be a big send guy. Big send guy.
Big send guy.
Big sender.
Big send.
Yeah, big send guy.
Big send guy.
But I've been shying away from that lately. And
because
just kind
when-
of opting
Why?
for a lot of other shit.
Because when he sends them to me to master them, I just delete them anyways. So.
The sends.
Let's go.
Yeah,
That's fair, that's fair.
Yeah, also my CPU.
Yeah.
But you would think sends would be easier because it's only 3 separate, or I mean, however
That's
many
true,
reverbs
yeah.
you want, and all tracks are just going through each individual one.
Who knows how it actually breaks down?
That's true.
Only Chef does. because he breaks them down.
Hey.
Definitely breaks it down for me.
I think it would be criminal if you didn't talk about your 1% overdrive strategy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what is
Ethan
this?
Ethan has been a big 1% overdrive hater. Like one of my things just to like
Okay,
beef
let's
up
go.
the sound a lot would be to like throw like I don't even know how many overdrives, but just at like literally a 1%, and I'll just like kind of like
On the
increment,
master?
like the frequent.
No, every
just,
track
like,
there's
every
like
track.
20. I'm like,
There
what
would
are
be,
you
like-
doing?
track.
Yeah,
It's a
like
lot.
In
there would be
different
a
spots.
shit ton of them. Yeah,
In different spots.
yeah, different
I
spots.
will say this.
I could
Uh,
ride that.
We use
I
a
can get
lot of
behind it.
very, very low level
I think the-
distortion.
Yeah.
yeah.
Very low level
Yes.
distortion, and a lot of it all over
It's
the
a-
place.
It's a
Dude.
Bunchin trick to be exact.
And Excision. Excision
he'll
does
do
this.
that, yeah, a lot.
Mhm.
The
Yeah.
greats, yeah.
The
Yeah.
greats.
When
do
you have
it.
when you have like dynamic sound going through a lot of different distortions throughout a fucking chain of things happening, it is adding little bits here and there throughout the fucking chain.
Yeah, I
it'll
honestly
sing
couldn't
sometimes.
tell. After Ethan called me out, I like turned them off and on. And I was like, I don't know if it's actually.
Yeah,
good.
well,
So
I don't
that's-
know how
that's the
you're
thing.
using it.
I think it's just
Yeah.
like a fucking pseudo effect. I'm like,
The
this is gonna be
headspace is
sick,
correct.
dude.
Yeah.
1% right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
No.
headspace is correct though.
I'll do like 2% amp on vocals, dirty them up.
Yeah.
But like the overdrive thing, like the first time I saw it, I was like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
And he saw it on every channel and just like, bruh.
Dude,
I could
I'm
see
scared to send you my latest project.
Oh god.
it. Get ready. If you put it in a little rack and added the dry wet to a macro, so you could influence your 20 of them in a row or like whatever amount.
Yeah.
I'm expecting 20. I hope it's 20.
Yeah.
I could see something like that because then you can kind of fudge it a little bit. You're like,
Yeah.
maybe I
Yeah,
want a
that's
little more than
true.
1%. Maybe I
Mhm.
go 4% on all of them.
Dude, I gotta
spice
call my
things up.
mom before I go over that, dude.
Ask
Distortion.
for permission.
Yeah.
Mom, I'm gonna
Yeah.
do some shit.
Distortion, like just add some harmonics when it is like basically clipping, right? To some
Mhm.
extent, like that's kind of the idea. So if you add just a small amount of harmonics, it's not a very noticeable thing. It's like
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
it's a very, very small little bit of juice that you're getting out of it. But
yeah.
if you do that kind of a little bit here and there throughout the thing, it would make it a like thicker sound. Kind of technically, especially if you're throwing like some OTTs on there and shit after the fact,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're gonna kind of draw a little bit out of that if you're doing a lot of upwards kind of compression. But like I do it very like specifically when
Yeah.
I'm doing it. Like
Mhm.
I throw different distortions on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Always I vary the type of distortion I'm using so that it is adding just like thickness to the thing, if that's what you want. Maybe you don't want that. Maybe you want it to be really like just kind of giving you the distortion in the like specific spots that are nice for it. But doing it across a bunch of things and then having some kind of like, this would be a thing where I'm gonna have a random knob, a random modulator on a thing, making this distortion kind of just vary a little bit or something like that.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because I just want it to sound not the same every single time, and know that it still sounds good. Because I feel like if it has a bunch of anyway, I don't need to go off on randoms again.
Full circle.
I don't know why I want to fucking defend my fucking randoms. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck if you use randoms.
Nobody's on a random
I'm
crusade
an
over
artist, okay? This is how I do my work.
It's true.
Artist.
That was random. No, I'm just kidding.
It's fun to test that though. Build a rack, and the best racks you can build if you like that concept of, I like to have 5 to 20 of these things. In Ableton, you can map to the macro the device on and device off. And yeah, so you can set, like, I have an OTT rack that's literally 10 OTTs. And like all the parameters are mapped to my macros, but you can just control with a single knob if I want like 1 OTT on or 4 or 10. And it really does have an effect it's weird, and I'm not sure it's always better.
I mean,
but sometimes
10
you just,
definitely has an effect.
Yeah.
Well, 10 at like 5% compared to 1 at.
Just 10 OTTs in
20%.
general are going to have an
50%.
effect.
That sounds true.
What is it? I want to go back to the wetness question for Wamp. I want to hear Wamp's
Yeah. So
wetness
like,
amount. What is your mix, full mix master wetness amount looking like?
I definitely keep it pretty wet. I like tell people a lot like put reverb on everything because like no sound in the natural world doesn't have reverb really. So like the only shit that shouldn't have reverb is like weird sounds that you're trying to have stand out. But I'll have like a 2% like big room reverb on my master, just like over
love
everything.
that.
You do the
yeah.
Flex Pavilion.
It's a very
I do
disclosure
that
thing, too.
at like 0.1.
Yeah.
Like,
0.1.
0.1.
You can go that
I go
small.
2%.
Do you hear it? Or is that just
No.
like
Oh,
a...
you can. Yeah, like
on the master?
Yeah?
on minimal tunes, you can hear it for
Yeah.
sure. Like,
Interesting.
yeah. Like I'll like listen to my snares close, and you can hear like the tail get way longer and stuff.
Okay.
And then yeah, like I definitely do a lot on like group stages. Like I usually only run 3 groups, like drums, sidechain, and then vocals. And like yeah, I'll keep those pretty. The drum group especially, like I do a lot of like group reverb, and then like I'll use convolution and take like whatever my main hat sample is and put it in the convolution, and then like super small decay, like 100 milliseconds. But basically I'm just trying to add like a similar transient to every drum hit so that they all like sound more cohesive.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm. Does that make sense? I can explain more.
You're using a
If you
you're
say it
using
makes
convolution on each channel, each drum channel, or just on the group.
The group
The
stage.
group gets that.
And then
That is like the basic hi-hat that you're using, your main one that you like.
and then
in
I
there.
like make sure
Make
that
it
it doesn't
short.
have like a fade in or anything. Like I go like
Right, it's real
like
sharp.
make
Super
sure
short.
super sharp transient on it.
Uh-huh.
And then yeah, I just layer that on everything, and like I'll do the post EQ so that it's like just towards the top. And yeah,
Right,
it's
top
just
end.
just little top end transient.
Yep.
On
yep,
everything.
Yep.
And it's like 15% wet maybe. And then yeah.
I gotta try that.
Yeah.
Virtual
like that one.
Riot
That's interesting.
does a similar concept, but with his basses, where he'll take like one bass and whatever his riff is, or like little 16 bars, and he puts that in the convolution of all the other basses that aren't that one bass.
Uh-huh.
So they're all reverbing with like this one main tone.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, that
Is
makes
that-
I
sense.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of similar to what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, no, it's
It's
worth
a fun overall concept right there. I like
Yeah.
that.
yeah.
You're
I like
gluing it in a weird way.
contextualizing.
That
yeah.
might be worth the whole podcast right there. That was an interesting one.
You got to watch till the end, guys.
Yeah.
Save the
works.
best for last. No, that is a fun move, dude, and you can get like that. Just opens up
Fucking
up so many avenues of just weird ways to
incest.
get creative, like
Whoa.
incest.
Incest. It's literally
one.
it's incest. You're just fucking
It's like Game
from
of Thrones,
within
yeah.
the family on the tune.
Nice. I
Your
like it.
Game of
The
Thrones
rest of your-
rack.
Yeah.
Your bases are fucking the
GOT.
other base.
GOT Rack 3.
Oh yeah. That's what I like to hear.
Guys, we're going to end on incest this week.
That's
Oh,
a
man.
banger.
Oh yeah.
That's a
That's
hard
going
one.
in a clip.
Fauhx, thanks for coming on this week.
Thank you for having me. Holy
Chef
shit.
Wamp,
Yeah,
thanks for
thanks for
joining
coming.
us
Yeah,
once
of
again.
course.
Folks, if you haven't already, subscribe, follow, do all the things.
Press that incest button.
We got some juicy shit coming for you too.
Yeah, we got a page
We're
coming.
working on some shit.
Got some things. So
yeah.
keep your eyes open. We love you guys. We'll have links to both these guys in the description on the YouTube channel.
Mhm.
So you'll be able to find them and stock them and do whatever else you want. You'll find this episode on Pornhub as well.
The first one for Pornhub.
Albeit is hot. And we'll see you guys next week. Thanks for joining
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, thank you.
Do you guys have anything you want to plug? Anything coming up?
Oh yeah. Shout out Dub Den Records for sure. That's our
Dub
label.
Den Records.
Yes,
We're
baby.
going up. You better
Yeah.
watch out.
Yeah, we just had a EP release
Let's go. Big ups.
by
yeah.
our two boys, Whiskers and Frankie Dixon. Go check it out. It's
Frankie
fucking dope.
Whiskers is in the chat, I know.
Yep.
Yeah, that's our boy down there.
And then we got a big show on Halloween at the Black Box.
Dubbed in thing?
Yep.
Yep.
Mhm.
On Halloween.
That's
Stoked
sick.
for that.
Halloween Day.
And then we're just gonna keep going. We got monthly started up, so
Let's go.
Yeah, be ready.
Are you guys gonna dress up?
Oh yeah.
Of course.
Are you?
Should we leak it?
Yeah.
Leak it.
All right. So this is Fauhx, and I'm Chef, but he's gonna be Chef, and I'm gonna be Fauhx.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
They're gonna-
There
Fucking
he
go.
We might kiss.
They're gonna
Yeah.
switch, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna confuse
true.
everybody at the
Yes.
show.
Dude.
So that's the goal.
Amazing.
Damn.
And then I show up as a fox dressed as a chef,
Perfect.
right? And I'm just
That'd
in the
be so
crowd.
fun. That'd
I'm
be
holding
so
you to it.
funny.
You better be there.
That is some
That would be
better shit.
amazing.
Peace, everybody.
Folks,
Peace.
Later.
we love
Much
you.
love.
We'll see you next week.
Bye, everybody.